AdCare Hospital has committed itself to helping individuals and their families cope with addiction one life at a time. And here to tell us more about the services they offer are Sarah Shub and Jasenia Alesea. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, first, give us a little overview. What does AdCare do?
We are an outpatient substance abuse treatment facility.
And what sorts of people do you tend to help get better?
We help clients who have issues with substance abuse, substance dependence, and clients who even feel that they have questions about their substance use.
Now, we're about to enter those dog days of summer. It gets really, really warm, and they say sometimes crime goes up and a lot of things go up when it gets warmer. What about substance abuse? Do you find it on the rise in summer months?
We actually, during the holidays, we do see an increase in phone calls. We do have more inquiries asking about what our services are and how we can best help the community.
Another question a lot of people have is what if someone's unsure if they have substance abuse, or maybe a family member is intrigued and thinks that a friend of theirs or a family member needs a little bit of help? What's that breaking point when people should maybe call?
Call anytime. We're available. We're open Monday through Friday. Our hours are usually 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We have someone always answering the phone, and even if you have a question about a loved one or yourself, feel free to give us a call.
Now, Jasenia, if you don't mind, take us through the process a little bit. How does the intake process actually work?
Well, if someone wants to schedule an appointment at our facility, they do have to call themselves. Otherwise, if a referral wants to be made, the agency that is treating them can call and schedule the appointment. We will gather the information that we need over the phone, and our goal is to try to get them in within 2 days, so there's no waiting list. And we do accept walk-ins as well.
So it happens pretty quickly, but it's on the person themselves to kind of seek their own help, or the agency that's already helping them out.
Yes, if they're over the age of 18, they do have to call themselves to schedule the appointment.
Let's talk about insurance, because a lot of people, they're having insurance plans that are changing, or perhaps they have a large deductible. How does insurance come into play when it comes to AdCare?
We're contracted with most commercial insurances. We do take Medicaid, and we also take Medicare. If you have Medicare, you do have to have a doctor's order to get into the program. But once you get in, you will see our doctor, which we have on staff as well.
When should someone schedule an appointment? Is there a good time of day, time of year? And you were saying it only ideally takes a few days to get them in.
Yeah, it only takes a couple of days. The best time to call is any time between Monday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We are open, and there is someone covering the phones. On Fridays, we're open from 9 to 5, so that would probably be the best time to call in and schedule an appointment for an intake.
Now, I think a lot of the deterrent for a lot of people out there is cost, because they don't know how it's going to work with their insurance companies. They don't know if they're going to have to pick up a lot of the costs. How does it work with AdCare?
We understand that our patients are kind of stressed out already when they come in through the door, so the last thing we want is another financial burden that they have to worry about. We contact the insurance company prior to them starting treatment, and we get their benefits. If for some reason the cost is high, AdCare Hospital does supply a payment plan for the patient.
Now, once everyone's gotten away with all the mess of pricing and they've gotten all their information in, they've done their intake phone calls, where do you go from there? What's the process like of beginning the long road to recovery?
Well, once you make that initial phone call, you would come in, you'd fill out the assessment packet, which includes medical history about yourself, substance abuse history, psychosocial, and basically you do have to complete that paperwork before you meet with a clinician. And once that paperwork is complete, we review your rights and responsibilities as a patient, which include confidentiality, because you are covered under federal law. So everything is confidential, and we like that the patients understand that.
Now, going from here, and I know everyone's case is different, everyone's their own fingerprint, you know what I mean? Yeah. But what's it like going forward? What kinds of things do people do to help get back on the right track towards sobriety and towards feeling really good about themselves?
So when they do an intake with us, what we determine is a level of care. So some clients would prefer individual counseling before they start a group process. Some clients would like to start the group, some would like family counseling, and some would just like couples counseling or an early recovery group. We try to accommodate an individual. So whatever a client comes in and says, this is my presentation, this is what I need, we try to meet their needs.
So you're not just going to one group meeting like a lot of those recovery places have. Everything is individualized, and you can get private care, you can get group care, whatever you need to get a little bit better.
Exactly.
Now you have an office in West Springfield. Tell us what goes on at that office and how people can stop by.
Well, you can take this.
The office is located on Park Avenue. Basically, like I said, we accept walk-ins, so somebody wants to schedule an appointment, they can walk in and we will try to get them seen that very same day if we can. If not, we will schedule an appointment for them to come back and get the paperwork done. We are pretty much open majority of the time except for weekends, and yeah.
All right. Now, lastly, we're running a little bit short on time, but if you could give someone out there who's maybe teeter-tottering, they're on the brink, they don't know if they should call or not, if you could give them one piece of advice, what might that be?
Call. No matter
Simply
what,
that.
call.
Just give a call no matter what, because what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Who's to know? You never know. I want to thank both of you for coming on. Hopefully we can help some people out there get on the road to recovery. And if you want to learn more about AdCare Hospital and the services that they offer, give them a call, 413-209-3124, or just visit adcare.com.